This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
All right, it's 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday here in the Morning Sprint. Olivia Roberts is looking ahead to key testimony from the Facebook whistleblower today. And Destiny Richards is live at the MAC this morning. But first, Mark Peterson tracking our last day of warm temperatures before some of that cooler weather moves in.
Yeah, sort of hate to say that. In our First Alert Weather, and that weather app is available in the App Store. It's free of charge. You'd be able to know that outside activity today is all day long, and this is the day to get out and about. You could really literally wear shorts and stuff if you're into that. 53, 71 at lunch. Dinner time, increased clouds and 73 degrees. And for the rest of our day, we're going to see temperatures at 62 at 8 o'clock.
Breaking news this morning, Johnson & Johnson is asking the FDA to approve its COVID booster shot. The company submitted data sets showing a second shot boosts immunity to 94% when given 2 months after the first dose, and boosts immunity response 12-fold when given at 6 months. J&J says protection from its vaccine remains stable over time. That's in contrast to Pfizer, which told officials its vaccine's efficacy wanes over time. Pfizer's booster is only approved for specific age groups so far, like people 65 and older. The agency will consider whether to approve boosters from J&J and Moderna at the end of next week. New this morning, AstraZeneca has filed for an emergency use authorization in the U.S. for its COVID-19 antibody therapy. The company says it prevents symptomatic COVID-19, particularly among those who don't get an immune response from vaccination. Based on its trials, the drug reduced the risk of symptoms by 77%. More data on the treatment is expected later this month.
Well, happening now on Capitol Hill, lawmakers are preparing to scrutinize Facebook's immense power. The social media giant is accused of instigating division and inciting violence leading up to January's attack on the U.S. Capitol. In about an hour, the whistleblower making those claims is scheduled to testify before a Senate panel. Frances Haugen admits leaking thousands of pages of internal documents. She says Facebook's own research shows the company amplifies hate and spreads misinformation and political unrest for profit. In her opening remarks this morning, Haugen will reportedly tell senators, quote, almost no one outside of Facebook knows what happens inside Facebook. And we're also learning Haugen will compare Facebook to tobacco companies. Her testimony comes just a day after Facebook's massive global outage, though the two events have not been linked.
Well, a group that coordinates Spokane's regional response to homelessness says one city department is in code red. If something isn't done to fix it, the city could lose valuable funding for housing programs. The Spokane Regional Continuum of Care is made up of elected leaders, stakeholders, and advocates. The group sent a letter to Mayor Nadine Woodward saying the departure of 2 more employees from the city's Housing and Human Services Department is critical. You can read that letter and the group's concerns for yourself. We've posted it in this story. Just look for the headline on KXLY.com. Idaho Governor Brad Little will travel to the U.S.-Mexico border tomorrow, joining 9 other Republican governors on the trip. Little was one of 26 governors who joined in requesting an in-person meeting with President Biden to talk about the border crisis. Little says his primary concern is a growing threat of drugs in Idaho.
We've been live at the MAC all morning talking about the new fall exhibitions, the featured one being Louis Comfort Tiffany Treasures from the Dry House collection. This one features 60 objects that are from this collection that's based in Chicago, and it's going to be in Spokane through February. You'll find the famous Tiffany lamps, stained glass windows, metalwork, just really striking works from this collection. That's really something to see up close. All these colors are expected to really capture families that come visit, and if you're planning your visit, just make sure you don't forget a mask, and they're open Tuesday through Sunday for you to come see all the new exhibitions.
Well, something exciting is checking in soon at the Chewelah Casino. Today is the official groundbreaking ceremony of its new hotel. The casino says it's looking forward to bringing jobs to the Chewelah Valley area while boosting the local economy. Community members are invited to attend the groundbreaking ceremony. It's taking place at the casino just off of Highway 395, and it's happening at 11 o'clock this morning. Well, it's official. 2 Coeur d'Alene School Board members are out, leaving their seats open. Chair Jennifer Brumley and Trustee Tambra Pickford resigned 4 days after that anti-mask protest that forced the board to postpone their meeting. Brumley's spot is up for grabs during the November 2nd election. Pickford's is a little more complicated. It has to be filled within 90 days. Once there are applications, the board can have a public meeting to interview candidates, deliberate, and vote.